Hello everyone, welcome back to the short tutorials for BioFlow. For now, our focus will be on generating report for on-farm trial decision. To access the on-farm trial decision module, click Selection, then click Single Trial Analysis, then from the left tab panel, select the on-farm trial decision. This is the interface for the on-farm trial decision module. Just like the other modules, we have three tabs, namely the Information tab, the Input tab, and the Output tabs. Let us go through them one by one. The Information tab contains the status and some of the details about the module, like the definition of the parameters needed in the Input tab. Now, let us move on to the Input tab. The Input tab is where you will specify your input parameters. Note that the gray boxes pertains to the input parameters required, and the box below are just visualizations that can help you select the parameter to use. So for this example, I will just try to load the example built in the BioFlow application. So you just have to click this toggle button, click on confirm, and then now the data is loaded. Since I only have one STA version to use, that is automatically selected, now we can move on to select traits. And then you can see from below the visualizations related to the STA stamp selected. So here is the metrics, and here is the dispersal of the predictions. Now we can move on to selecting the year of origin and entry type. So based on what you have selected in the pedigree matching, it will also be selected here. So this is the preview of your pedigree data associated to the STA stamp selected, as well as the phenotype data. Now, let us select the disease information. So let us select the major disease, the type of disease, and the disease severity. Again, you will be shown a preview of your phenotype data. Now, we can move on to select environments. So, we can select the environments that we want to include in the report. For example, I only want to include the FFS, RLR, LD, BR11, and the tidal sub. So below, you will also see the connectivity between the environments. Okay, so after all of the input parameters has been selected, we can now generate the dashboard. Just click on the button Generate OFT Dashboard. After generating the OFT dashboard successfully, you will be presented with a dashboard in the Output tab. In the dashboard, you will be presented with a summary of number of varieties per variety class and number of trials in each market segment. You will be also presented with the summary statistics per trait, a visualization per trait and environment, so you can select whether you want to see a bar graph, an error graph, the predicted means, the genetic parameters, the blocks comparison, or comparison with control. You can compare it with the top performing local variety, the most frequently used local variety, and the benchmark variety. And lastly, you can also view the disease occurrence per environment. You can either view it using a bar graph, using a heat map, or even look at the summary count. Those are the contents of the OFT dashboard. You can also download the HTML counterpart for reporting purposes by just clicking the download dashboard. That's it. Now you have performed the generation of on-farm trial decision. If you have questions or suggestions, you can always contact us by going to the home, about us, contact and development, and please use the following link, the BioFlow support desk, to reach our help desk and send us your question or request. Thank you. Good luck with your analysis.